Nobody wants their breasts and their nipples to be painful and sore and feeling like they're gonna fall off. Not on my watch. Greetings, I'm Peace from Holistic Lactation 365. When a baby is latched onto the breast, there are a couple things you want to look for. Number one, the baby should have lots of breast in the mouth, not just the nipple. If baby is only sucking on the nipple like a straw, that can be painful. I want y'all to visualize this. Babies breastfeed. They don't nipple feed. If baby is only sucking on the nipple like a straw, that is uncomfortable for mom, and the babies are not able to draw as much milk as they can when they are deeply attached to the breast. When a baby is on the breast well, they really form almost like an airtight seal to the breast. They are locked in. When a baby is on the breast well, the feeding tends to be quiet. Now you might hear some breathing noises, but if you're hearing a lot of smacking sounds or clicking, then that is a red flag that you want to work to deepen that latch. The smacking or clicking sounds, that indicates that the baby is kind of losing their seal to the breast, and we really want them locked in. Now, when a baby is on the breast well, their lips are usually flared outwards, kind of like a fish, and that helps them to maintain that seal at the breast. And what mom should feel is a strong tugging sensation that is not painful. If it's painful, then 9 times out of 10, it's because the baby is not on deep enough. Now, there are exceptions to the rule. Every now and then, I'll come across a mom who the baby is attached deeply, but mom is still having some discomfort. And that is an indicator that we need to deep dive a little further and try and troubleshoot what exactly is causing the discomfort. But usually it's a shallow latch. So when a baby is nursing, we should see movement up under the chin, like a rocking movement. And when they swallow, you see the chin dip down when they take that swallow. Sometimes you can hear it. It sounds really soft, almost like a puff of air when they're swallowing, kind of this sound. I hope you can hear that, but it's a very, very soft sound. You might have to turn, if you have the TV on or something playing in the background, you might have to turn it off to hear it. But swallowing, that's a good sign that the baby is drinking. Now, I do want to point out one thing. In the beginning, there's a special milk that moms make. That milk is called colostrum. It's super nutritious, very good for the baby, but there's not a large volume of it. So we don't always hear a lot of swallows in the beginning, that first day, second day, maybe third day postpartum. But as mom's milk is starting to increase, which usually happens somewhere around day 3, day 4, day 5, that's when moms start to feel their breasts getting heavier and fuller and warmer. Around that time is when you start to hear the swallows. You start to observe the swallows more regularly. Know that pain, it is common, but it's not normal. Pain is an indicator that something is off, and we want to adjust the latch and try and get things to be as comfortable as possible. I encourage all of my clients to really focus on the latch in the first couple of days, not necessarily how much milk they feel like they have, because the colostrum, even though it's super nutritious, there's only small volumes of it. Very concentrated, potent, small volumes. So you won't necessarily feel like you have milk those first couple of days until your body starts to really rapidly change that milk to the mature milk. And I do talk about this and much more in my Blissful Breastfeeding program, where I walk moms through everything they need to know to get off to the best start possible on their lactation journeys. So if you're interested in signing up for our next session, I will put the details down in the description below. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If there are any topics that you would like for me to discuss moving forward, please let me know in the comments. All right, y'all, over and out. Till next time, be well.